Sai Ram. Welcome back to our science period. Children, you know very well now our revision is going on. This session I am going to take revision of chapter number 15, life process in living organism. Okay, and one more important thing that this session I am going to discuss about our paper pattern also. Okay children, so last session we studied about control and coordination in human. It takes place with the help of two systems, that is nervous control and chemical control. So now this session I am going to teach about nervous control. So see here children, neuron. What is meant by neuron? Neurons are the fundamental unit of the nervous system. Okay, neurons are what? Fundamental system. See here children, fundamental unit of the nervous system. It is specialized to transmit information to different parts of the body. With the help of this neuron, that information will transmit from one place to another place. Okay, neurons are the largest in the human body. Okay children, which cell is the largest cell in human body? Yes, neurons. So see here, next one is nerve cells have the ability to generate and conduct electrochemical impulses. Okay, so these nerve cells only generate and conduct electrochemical impulses. The cells that support the nerve cells and help in their functioning. So one specific cells, that specific kind of cells will give support to the nerve cells and help in their functioning. Okay, so that specific kind of cell, that is called what? Neuroglia. So these nerve cells and neuroglial cells together form the nerve cells. Okay, so these nerve cells and neuroglial cells together form the nerves. Understood children? Shall I go to next one now? See here that diagram of neuron. Okay, neuron. See, this is first one is what? Dendrites, and here this part is what? Nucleus, and this one is cell body. This is what? Axon, and this one is axon terminal. So this neuron only will generate and conduct that electrochemical impulses. Okay, when that electrochemical impulses will, see here children, will generate, afterwards it will pass to the dendrites. Okay, from the dendrites it will go to the cell body. From the cell body it will go to the axon. Okay children, from the axon where it will go? Very good, it will go to this axon terminal. So from this axon terminal where it will go? It will go to the another nerve cell. Okay, in this way that electrochemical impulses will transmit from one place to another place. Understood children? See here, all the information about our surrounding is collected by the ends or dendrites of the neuron. Okay, that is called what? Ends of the neuron. That is called what here children? Dendrites. Okay, we saw a diagram. So the chemical process begins at those ends and electric impulses are generated. So in that part, that means in dendrites part, that electrochemical impulses are generated and it is from the dendrites to where it will go? Very good, to the cell body. Okay, from the cell body it will go to the axon. From the axon it will go to the axon terminal. Okay children, so I told that from the axon terminal where it will go? It will go to the next nerve cell, next neurons. So these impulses are then to this nerve cell to the next. So now the impulse that reaches the terminal of an axon. See here children, now that electrochemical impulses, when it will reach to the, yes, to the terminal of an axon, that time what will happen? This stimulates the nerve cell to secrete certain chemicals. So that time the nerve cell will secrete certain chemicals. Okay, so that chemicals, these chemicals pass through a minute space called the synapse, okay, between two adjacent neurons and generate the impulse in the dendrites of next neuron. So I hope you understand. When the electrochemical impulses are in axon terminal, that time one specific chemicals are secreted. These chemicals pass through a minute space, that means minute space between two adjacent neuron. That minute space is called what? Synapse. Okay. So and generate the impulse in the dendrites of next neuron. Understood, children? Shall we go to next now? Yes, in this way, impulses are conducted in the body and these impulses are finally conveyed by nerve cells to muscle cells. So, when that electrochemical impulses will transfer from one place to another place, that time finally it will reach to the muscle cells. Why muscle cells? Because whenever we want to do some activity, our muscle cells are the responsible to do that work. Isn't it, children? Yes, see here. Movement of muscle cells is essential to bring about any activity. If you want to eat, if you want to write, if you want to walk, which one is responsible? Our muscles active, our muscle cells. Isn't it, children? So when cells contract to change their shape, movements occurs at cellular level. Okay, so contraction and relaxation. Next one is muscle cells have the ability to change their shape due to a special type of protein. So muscle cells have one of the important that unique characteristics, that is the ability to change their shape. Okay, how it can change their shape? Yes, with the help of the some specific type of special type of protein. So due to this same protein, cells become a. So I hope you understood that muscle cells only will do that all work because the muscle cells have the ability to change their shape due to the special kind of protein. Understood, children? Shall I go to next one now? So the nervous system consists of a well organized network of nerves. Okay, network of nerves which can conduct information in the form of electrical impulses from one part of the body to the other. Okay, I hope you understand this one, how the electric chemical impulses are generated and how it will conduct from one nerve to another nerve. Finally, it will reach to the muscle cells. Okay, children, I hope you understood this one. Shall I go next? Next one is nerve cells are classified based on their function. Okay, so these nerve cells, many millions of nerve cells are there in our body. So these nerve cells are classified into three types based on their function. First one is sensory neurons, motor neurons and association neurons. So what are the function? We will see one by one. Already we discussed, children. Yes, first one is sensory neurons. It conduct impulses from sensory organ to the brain and the spinal cord. So that nerves, it will conduct impulses from the sensory organs to the brain and the spinal cord. That kind of nerves are called what? Sensory neurons. Next one is what? Motor neurons. So these motor neurons help to conduct impulses from the brain or spinal cord to effector organs like muscles or glands. Okay, and the next one is third one is association neurons. It perform the function of integration in the nervous system. Okay, so I hope you understood the type of the neurons. Yes, isn't it, children? Shall I go to next one now? Now, human nervous system. The human nervous system is divided into the following three parts. So, human nervous system, it has divided into three parts: central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and autonomic system. We will see one by one. So, now I will discuss about central nervous system. Can you see that central nervous system consists of which organ? Very good. Brain and spinal cord. Okay, children, start now. Yes, see here the central nervous system, it consists of the spinal cord and brain. Okay, brain is the main controlling part of the nervous system. It is located in where? Yes, cranial cavity. Already I told that important organs, internal organs are located or situated in the inside of the cavity. Okay, so that spinal cord is protected by the vertebral column. So this, see here children, this cranial cavity and yes, vertebral column, it is a bone like structure, okay, bony covering. So inside the bony covering, which one is there? Brain and spinal cord. Okay, next one is meninges, the protective layer in the space between the delicate central nervous system. Say here children, yes, delicate nervous system means the brain and spinal cord. Okay, the protective layer, that is called what? Meninges. Protective layer in the space between the delicate central nervous system and its bony covering. Okay, and its bony covering are known as the meninges. So one protective layer is there in between the delicate organ and its bony covering. So that protective layer is called what? Meninges. Understood? Next one is, see here, ventricles and central canal. Ventricles are the cavities found in various parts of the brain, while the long tubular cavity of the spinal cord is known as the central canal. So ventricles is what? It is the cavities. Ventricles are the cavities found in various parts of the brain. Okay, and at the same time central canal means the long tubular cavity of the spinal cord is known as the central canal. Understood children? Yes, next one is, see here. So children, now we discussed about the introduction of central nervous system. Okay, further details we will revise in next session. Okay children, now see here to that sample question I have given here. Choose the correct answer. Okay, that means MCQ. Nerve cells and dash together form the nerves. Who will give you answer? I will say now. First one is nephrons, next one is neuroglial cells, and third one is axon. One second, I will read the question here. Nerve cells and dash together form the nerves. Yes, what will come? Very good, B option. Nerve cells and neuroglial cells together form what? The nerves. Okay. So you are here, which option is correct? B1. So you have to click B option. Okay. Second one is, minute space between two adjacent nerves is called what? Your option is synapse, dendrites and cell body. Yes, here which one is correct answer? Very good, synapse. Okay children, so like this MCQ will come. So you have to read your textbook and you have to study the material which one I have given. Okay children, see here. Now I will discuss about paper pattern for your first semester. Children, you know very well we are having two lessons for your semester, that is chapter number 8, useful and harmful microbes, and the next one is what? This lesson, that is chapter number 15, life process in living organism. Okay, this is the paper pattern. See here, first one is choose the correct option, that is for 3 marks. Okay, second question is odd man out for 2 marks. Next one is state true or false, that means true or false, 2 marks. And fourth one is define for 2 marks. Next one is match the column for 2 marks. So this all question you have a option. Okay children. Sixth one is, in the given figure identify the parts. So here the diagram will be there. You have to, that labeling also I have given. I will give that labeling part also. You have to write that what exact label will come in that particular part. That you have to click. Understood children? This also having option. And the next one is, seventh one is answer in one sentence. Answer in one sentence for 2 marks. Okay. And see here children, this last 2 question, that is answer in brief and give scientific reason. Here there is no option. Okay, you have to write this answer of this question. And at the same time, one of the important thing here, there is no choice. Only one question will be there here. 8th one, so you have to attempt that one question. Okay, and this scientific reason also there is no choice. Only one question will be there. Understood children? So this last 2 question, there is no option for this. This one only question you will get and you have to write the answer. Understood children? So for this reason only I am telling how to read your textbook and you have to study the materials which one I have given. Okay children? I hope you understood. Yes. So children, you have to read your textbook and you have to study the materials which one I have given. All the very best. Okay children? Thank you. Sai Ram.